What's the most uncomfortable question you can ask someone? Hey, can we have a talk about your search history? Why don't you have any children? I was a chronic miscarrier. My son is a super duper miracle. Where's my hug? Do you have a sister by chance? Have you seen our toothbrush? Edit. Christ, this blew up. Thank you all for the silver/gold. How come I wasn't invited? Why are you so quiet? What kind of debt are you in? Doctor. In front of parents. Are you sexually active? Why does no one love me? I'm not sure if it counts. But if someone asks you, hey, can you move over a seat so I can be next to my friend? Especially if you thought the person asking you was your friend. Why does everyone hate you so much? Are we still friends? Weren't you pregnant? Edit. I seem to have struck a chord here. If I could give you a hug, I would. I once had a stranger tell me I saw that and I was like, saw what? You were checking out that girl? I honestly had no clue what he was talking about because I seriously wasn't checking out anyone, but he kept insisting that I was, and that I should stop denying it. The dude was like 40. What the duck was his problem? Ducking embarrassing man. Why is that clown following you? Did you bathe properly today? At a job interview, do I have to do a drug test? If you come in the back office with me right now, just you and me, are you gonna be cool about it? Or be a snitch? Asked by my old boss at a grocery store. He just was offering me shots of Fireball because it was almost closing time on New Year's Eve. But that phrasing. Are you uncomfortable? On a scale of 1 to 10, how pretty do you think you are? It's bad because if you give yourself a high score, they'll assume that you're egotistical. And if you give yourself a low score, they'll either assume that you're insecure or that you're fishing for compliments. Can you tell me something about yourself? Hey, we need to talk. This is the worst. Especially over text. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? What do you think of me? I saw an old high school acquaintance at a club once. She had always been super skinny in HS, but this night she had a very pronounced belly. I assumed since she had always been skinny and only had grown in her belly, that she was pregnant. She was not. Editing this after my BF insisted that I tell the whole story. I can't remember exactly how I asked her, but she replied in a half laugh that she wasn't pregnant. Me, thinking she was joking, replied, oh, just a big lunch then, while patting her stomach. Then I laughed and walked away. My cousin later told me what I had done and informed me that she had a 1-year-old and hadn't lost her baby weight. I will never do that again. Male nurse here. I'm always asking embarrassing questions to the female patients, especially if they're young. Are you currently sexually active? Do you have any STDs? Was asked by the charge nurse to discharge a 16-year-old female patient for vaginal discharge and to tell her how to clean/medicate herself. I told her no. Do you really want a guy to tell a young girl how to clean herself and to not have sex for 3 months while on meds? She agreed and did it herself. Do you think your friends ever regret meeting you? Is it cool if I shoot some smack real quick? Best results at family gatherings. Tell me about yourself. Windows has decided to shut down. Is it in yet? When are you going to get married/have kids? And on pregnant women, how far along she is? Depends on the person. For a lot of women, it's so when are you guys going to have a baby? Some dude to me on Discord. How big are her boobs? I'm a guy. To the gay couple. Which one of you is the girl/boy? I was telling someone about some good news I had recently gotten, and they said congratulations. But someone overheard only the last bit and immediately jumped to wait. Are you pregnant? In front of a bunch of other people. Never ask someone if they are pregnant. Wait until they tell you. Otherwise you could make things super awkward. If they are pregnant, but they are not ready to tell anyone. They are trying but haven't been successful yet. etc. No. Where are you actually from? Where'd you get that watch? While you're standing next to someone at the urinal? Why do you have cut marks on your arm? Can we become best friends? After meeting for 3 days. Why do people do that? Have you ever considered plastic surgery? Just have a casual conversation about anything. Corona. Politics. Grandparents and ask immediately afterwards, anyway, how's your sex life? The room has taught me a lot about life. Why are you gay? Did you remember to turn the stove off? My 35 years old husband was battling brain cancer. He had lost all movement on his left side, and was completely bedridden. When we had to go to the ER's appointments, we would have to hire a wheelchair van with a driver. My husband also slept all the time due to the location of his tumor, but often would wake up having heard what was going on around him. The driver asked me what his prognosis was, and I just thought, what a thoughtless question. You are literally asking me how long until he dies. In front of him. I just told her we don't talk about those things. I was so mad. How old do you think I am? Well, apparently it's taboo to talk about how much money you make or anything about your financial situation. Unless you're really rich. So that seems to make people pretty uncomfortable. In the US at least. What happened to your arms? Did you fall off your bike? Did you get burned? Is that contagious? No duckers. It's called psoriasis. I'm sick of wearing long sleeve shirts in the summer. Okay. Just stop asking people about their appearance. It's not that hard to mind your own damn business. To someone you kind of know, but don't live with. Do you know you talk in your sleep sometimes? For me it's when I'm interviewing for a position and they see that I was with a former agency for 12 to 13 years and they ask me why I left that agency. Makes me very uncomfortable, because I failed a 10-year background investigation because I smoked weed while vacationing in Jamaica on 2 separate occasions over the span of nearly 10 years. Long story short, I was forced to resign. When are you due? It's not uncomfortable when the woman is pregnant. But when she isn't, well. Can I talk to you about Jesus?